The Golden State Warriors secured a commanding 125-108 victory over the top-seeded Denver Nuggets, a decisive win that reverberated across the Western Conference. The game was effectively decided early in the third quarter when Golden State unleashed a relentless 17-2 run in the first 5 minutes after halftime. Stephen Curry ignited this surge, draining 3 consecutive deep three-pointers, pushing a 10-point halftime lead to a 25-point chasm. Denver never recovered, trailing by double digits for the entire second half. The Warriors shot an impressive 56% from the field, connecting on 21 three-pointers, showcasing an offensive clinic. Nikola Jokic finished with 28 points, 13 rebounds, and 8 assists, but his efforts were largely isolated against a swarming Warriors defense. Jamal Murray struggled significantly, scoring only 14 points on 5 of 17 shooting, a testament to the defensive pressure applied. Payton II played a crucial role in disrupting Murray's rhythm from the opening tip. Golden State's ball movement was fluid and precise, registering 34 assists, their highest total in a regulation game this season. This win snapped Denver's 5-game winning streak and provided a significant statement for the Warriors, who had lost their previous 2 matchups against the Nuggets this season. This performance demonstrated a different level of intensity and execution. The home crowd at Chase Center erupted as the lead swelled, recognizing the magnitude of the moment. The final margin reflected the Warriors' control from the second quarter onwards, as they outscored the Nuggets 35-22 in the pivotal third quarter alone, sealing Denver's fate. The Warriors' bench contributed 40 points, with Jonathan Kuminga adding 18 points off the bench, providing crucial energy and athleticism. Draymond Green orchestrated the offense with 12 assists, adding 8 points and 7 rebounds. The Nuggets looked visibly frustrated as the game slipped away, with Michael Porter Jr. managing 16 points but largely ineffective defensively. The Warriors' pace overwhelmed Denver's half-court sets, pushing the ball relentlessly after defensive stops, creating numerous early offense opportunities. The win improved the Warriors' record to 38-34, firmly placing them in the play-in tournament picture. Denver, despite the loss, remains atop the Western Conference standings, but this game exposed some vulnerabilities. The Warriors' offensive explosion was too much to handle, and their defensive rotations were sharp and disciplined, forcing 15 turnovers from the Nuggets, which often led to easy transition baskets. The Warriors' bench outscored Denver's bench by 15 points, a depth advantage that proved to be a significant factor. The game was a stark contrast to their previous encounters. Golden State showed a renewed focus and determination, controlling the tempo from the second quarter. The Nuggets struggled to find any consistent offensive rhythm, their shooting percentage dipping significantly in the second half. The Warriors' victory was comprehensive, a complete team effort on both ends of the floor, and the final score reflected the dominance. This dominant victory revealed a Golden State Warriors team finding its stride at a critical juncture of the season. Coming into this matchup, the Warriors had dropped 2 straight, battling for play-in positioning in a crowded Western Conference. Denver, meanwhile, arrived in San Francisco riding a 5-game winning streak, holding the top seed in the West. The Nuggets had previously beaten the Warriors twice this season, including a dramatic buzzer beater by Nikola Jokic on January 11, a demoralizing 40-foot heave at the horn. This win was not just about revenge, it was about proving their capability against the league's elite. The Warriors' recent struggles included inconsistent shooting and defensive lapses. Tonight, those issues were conspicuously absent. They shot 56% from the field, while holding Denver to 43%. The defensive intensity was palpable from the opening tip. Payton II, returning from injury, immediately impacted the perimeter defense, hounding Jamal Murray, limiting his touches and forcing tough shots. Murray, who averages 21 points, was held to 14, shooting a dismal 29% from the field. The Warriors' bench depth also shone through. Kuminga's 18 points and Moses Moody's 10 provided crucial scoring punch, allowing Stephen Curry to rest more effectively. The team's assist-to-turnover ratio was an impressive 34 assists to 10 turnovers, reflecting a disciplined and unselfish offensive approach. In their previous 2 losses to Denver, the Warriors averaged 16 turnovers, so this significant reduction in mistakes fueled their transition game. The win also provided a much-needed confidence boost as they face a challenging schedule ahead. This performance demonstrated their potential when fully engaged. The Warriors had been criticized for their inability to close out games. Tonight, they extended their lead in the third quarter and maintained it through the fourth. There was no late-game collapse. This was a complete 48-minute effort. The victory moved them within half a game of the sixth seed, tightening the race for direct playoff qualification. The context of this game was clear: a statement win. It showed the Warriors are not to be counted out, that they can still compete with the best in the league. The previous narrative of Denver's dominance over Golden State was shattered. This game reset expectations for both teams. The Warriors proved they could execute their game plan against a championship contender, and the win was a testament to their resilience, highlighting their ability to adapt and overcome. The game's decisive sequence unfolded in the third quarter, immediately after halftime. The Warriors entered the locker room with a manageable 60-50 lead, but they emerged with an aggressive, focused intensity. Stephen Curry ignited the run with a deep three-pointer from the left wing, pushing the lead to 13 points. On the very next possession, Draymond Green picked off a pass from Nikola Jokic, immediately feeding Curry in transition. Curry pulled up from 28 feet, draining another three, and the lead was suddenly 16. Denver called a timeout, but it did little to stem the tide. Out of the timeout, Jamal Murray attempted a contested mid-range jumper, with Payton II staying glued to him, forcing the miss. Kevon Looney secured the rebound, and the Warriors pushed the pace again. Curry, off a screen from Looney, hit his third consecutive three, and the Chase Center crowd erupted, sensing a turning point. The score was 69-50, a 9-0 run in under 2 minutes. Denver's offense looked disjointed. Jokic tried to assert himself in the post but was met with double teams from Green and Looney. He turned the ball over on consecutive possessions, one leading to a Kuminga dunk in transition, the other resulting in a Klay Thompson corner three. The Warriors' lead ballooned to 24 points, 76-52. This 16-2 run in the first 4 minutes of the third quarter was devastating. It completely deflated the Nuggets. They struggled to find open looks, and their defensive rotations were a step slow. The Warriors capitalized on every mistake, moving the ball with precision, ensuring every player touched the ball on most possessions, creating open shots and driving lanes. The Nuggets' body language shifted, their usual composure vanished. Coach Michael Malone tried different lineups, but nothing worked against the Warriors' onslaught. The lead never dropped below 18 points for the rest of the game. That third quarter explosion was the hammer blow, transforming a competitive game into a rout. The Warriors' execution was flawless during this stretch. Their defense fueled their offense, forcing 4 turnovers in those crucial 4 minutes, each leading directly to points. This sequence was a masterclass in how the Warriors play at their best: fast breaks, sharp shooting, and suffocating defense. It was a stark reminder of their championship pedigree, and the Nuggets had no answer. Stephen Curry delivered a vintage performance, scoring 40 points on just 22 shots, connecting on 8 of 14 from beyond the arc. His efficiency was remarkable, especially given the defensive attention he commanded throughout the night. Curry scored 15 of his points in that pivotal third quarter, single-handedly breaking the game open with his ability to create space and hit contested shots. He added 7 assists and 5 rebounds, finishing with a game-high plus-minus of +28. This was Curry's 5th 40-point game of the season, underscoring his continued elite scoring ability. Beyond Curry, Payton II's defensive impact was immense. He finished with only 6 points, but his primary assignment was Jamal Murray, who shot 5 of 17 from the field and committed 4 turnovers. Payton's relentless pressure disrupted Denver's primary ball handler, denying Murray easy entry into the paint and contesting every shot. His energy was infectious, setting the tone for the Warriors' defense. Draymond Green orchestrated the offense with 12 assists, adding 8 points and 7 rebounds. Green's defensive communication was crucial, as he directed traffic, ensuring seamless rotations against Jokic. His ability to read Denver's plays led to several key steals. Jonathan Kuminga provided a significant spark off the bench, scoring 18 points on 7 of 10 shooting. His athleticism and aggressive drives kept the Nuggets' defense honest, and Kuminga's growth this season has been a revelation, as he consistently attacked the rim and finished strong through contact. Klay Thompson contributed 15 points, hitting 3 crucial three-pointers, and his shooting provided valuable spacing for Curry. Kevon Looney, while only scoring 4 points, grabbed 10 rebounds, battling Nikola Jokic effectively in the paint, and Looney's screens freed up Curry for many of his open looks. Nikola Jokic, despite his 28 points, 13 rebounds, and 8 assists, looked isolated, often having to create everything for himself, as the Warriors' defense limited his supporting cast. Aaron Gordon was held to 12 points on 4 of 11 shooting, and Michael Porter Jr. scored 16 points but was a non-factor defensively. This game was a testament to the Warriors' collective effort, but it was Curry's brilliance that truly defined the outcome, his offensive explosion the catalyst, Payton's defense the anchor, and Green's playmaking the engine. This decisive victory propels the Golden State Warriors into a critical stretch of their schedule with renewed momentum. They now sit at 38-34, firmly in the play-in picture, just half a game behind the 6th seed, which would guarantee a direct playoff berth. The Warriors face the Miami Heat next, a team known for its gritty defense, followed by a crucial road trip that includes matchups against the Orlando Magic and the Charlotte Hornets. Maintaining this level of defensive intensity will be paramount, and their ability to replicate Curry's efficiency will also be key. For the Denver Nuggets, this loss serves as a stark reminder of the Western Conference's depth. They still hold the top spot at 51-22. However, the Oklahoma City Thunder and Minnesota Timberwolves are hot on their heels, both teams within striking distance. Denver's next game is against the Phoenix Suns, which will be another high-stakes contest. The Nuggets will need to address their perimeter defense and find ways to get Jamal Murray more involved. This loss exposed a vulnerability against a high-paced, sharpshooting team. The Warriors demonstrated that even without a dominant big man, they can control the paint defensively by committee and quick rotations. The race for playoff seeding in the West remains incredibly tight, and every game carries significant weight. The Warriors' performance tonight suggests they are peaking at the right time, and their chemistry appears to be solidifying. The integration of Payton II back into the rotation has been seamless, and his defensive presence is a game-changer. The question now is whether Golden State can sustain this level of play and climb out of the play-in tournament entirely. Their remaining schedule includes several playoff-bound teams. This win against the top-seeded Nuggets provides a blueprint for how they can compete with anyone. The Nuggets, meanwhile, must quickly regroup and ensure this was an anomaly, as they cannot afford to let this performance shake their confidence. The path to the NBA Finals still runs through Denver, but the Warriors just showed them a potential roadblock.